Facebook ads are not even close to being dead in 2023. And in this video, I'm gonna go through the entire strategy you can use to actually find winning products for your dropshipping business with Facebook ads only. And I know the huge hype around TikTok is there, however, I also have to say that over 80% of the dropshipping sales as a whole are made on Facebook. Facebook is still a super valid platform. All the big guys are using it, so you need to capitalize on it as well. So if you watch this video till the end and also understand everything I'm gonna say, you will be equipped to actually understanding Facebook ads, and you won't just go in there, lose money, and will be super lost. Number one is your expectation. And your expectation cannot be that you're gonna lose a bunch of money to get the data or whatever, and after you basically spend a bunch of money on Facebook, now Facebook has the data and now you're gonna be instantly profitable. That's not how it works. And you should also not be running Facebook ads unprofitably. You should only keep ad sets and keep campaigns alive which are at least breaking even. We're gonna start with the basics and then progressively go to the more advanced strategies. First of all, you analyze everything on the ad set level. There's ad sets, campaigns, and ads, and you only look at the ad set level in the beginning. In the beginning, you do not care about the campaign level. You never kill a full campaign. Everything you do is always on the ad set level. And here it's very important to not make panic decisions. In a lot of the cases, you're gonna have a campaign running and then it's gonna be unprofitable, and you kill the entire campaign because you think, fuck, I've already spent $100, I need to kill it ASAP. And then you kill it, but in reality, you had a few ad sets which were super profitable, but you just killed the entire thing and basically lost profitable ad sets. Generally, the mindset is this: you test something, you just throw out something on Facebook and see what actually works. So for example, you're gonna have 10 different interests and 2 out of them work. That means that you need to capitalize on those 2 and actually start spending more money in that audience. So literally, if you're just killing everything which is unprofitable and only leave the things on which are profitable, instantly now you're profitable because now you have much less spend. However, everything which is spending is profitable already by default. Now, this is not only going to be happening with the interests. A big thing which you need to do is find pockets which are actually profitable. So for example, you started with 5 countries, and then you're going to do a breakdown. How much do they spend in each country? How much do they make from each country? And how is the ROAS in each individual country? You do this breakdown and now you see, for example, what you're going to see is UK spend the most amount of money, but the most sales came from the US. Interesting. So the ROAS is much more profitable on US, but everything Facebook is automatically spending is UK. And the reason for that is this: sometimes Facebook thinks that CPMs, CPC, and CTRs are actually more important than conversions. In a lot of the cases, it's just going to see, all right, this ad is getting so many clicks, we need to spend more money on this ad. When in reality, the traffic you're getting from this ad is terrible. And this is going to be happening over and over again, and you need to be manually going in and finding the pocket which is doing the best. Countries, interests, ads. Sometimes you're also going to see that most of your money is going to be spent on one ad, but most of the sales are coming from the other one. And now again, Facebook is literally wasting your budget on things which are unprofitable. So this general idea is also the reason why I would always recommend starting with ABOs and not with CBOs. So CBOs are basically spending on the campaign level, and Facebook basically decides where it's going to spend the money. So if you have 10 ad sets, it may spend 80% of the budget on ad set 1, and the other 9 are just going to be able to spend 20% of the ad spend. And in the testing phase, this can actually result in really weird things, and you're not going to understand and be able to analyze what you're sitting in front of because it spends so little budget on most of the ad sets. So the whole debate of ABO versus CBO is this: you start with ABOs, and then for example, you have one ad set which is doing extremely well. Now what you do is you're just going to take that ad set, put it in a CBO 5 or 10 times, and just spend way more money in the CBO on that specific ad set. Or you just take your top 5 ad sets, put them all together in a CBO, and you're going to do the same thing. So CBOs are just for things which already are working, and ABOs are for new tests. Let's actually talk about scaling now. Scaling is a very misunderstood concept in general. And a lot of people ask me the question, how do I scale my ads? How do I scale this? You cannot scale if you're not profitable. Let's establish the foundation here. You cannot scale if you're not profitable. If you're scaling unprofitable things, you become more unprofitable. So whatever you have right now, scaling is an amplifier. If you're profitable, you're gonna have more profits. If you're unprofitable, you're gonna have more losses. So scaling only works after you're profitable on Facebook in general. And a lot of people think that scaling is linear. So you spend $10 and you make 20. Now you're gonna spend $100 and you make 200. This is not reality. This is not gonna happen linear. The curve is actually gonna go down because whenever you scale, your ROAS is gonna drop. This is also something which is very important. If you are profitable, let's say you have margins of 35% when you're spending $100 per day. You cannot expect to have 35% margins if you're now spending $1,000. So it's very important to understand that you need to have margins before scaling. If you have 5% margins, you're going to be unprofitable if you're actually scaling hard. Now, probably you're going to think, wait, I thought Facebook is learning through all of my sales, and the more sales I have, the more Facebook knows, meaning that the results need to go better. This is not the case, because this is only the case in theory. In reality, you also have a lot of counterparts going against this, because in the beginning, Facebook is spending the money onto the low-hanging fruits. You're just getting all the sales from the low-hanging fruits. But at some point, the low-hanging fruits are gone. And now you're only going to be left with the more difficult sales. So even though you are getting more data, still your ROAS is going to gradually drop. And you need to fight against that. What you need to do is optimize everything. Because what you're also going to be able to do is, over a period of spending more money, you're going to be able to analyze what's working the best. So you're going to have a bunch of tests which you can do for the average order value, for your product page, for your ads, for your offer. You're going to have so many different things which you're going to be able to split test if done right, that you kind of work against Facebook getting less profitable. And by increasing your average order value, your conversion rate, your ads, everything is going to keep doing great. Again, if you're doing this the right way, because most people are not. Most people just see, all right, this is working, let me just do more of this, and that's it. They just think they've already made it, they don't have to split test anything, they're done. When in reality, you just put out a thesis on the market that this is working. You have one product page, one ad, one audience, which is working. That was your first guess. And now you basically don't keep testing because it already worked. This is not how it should be done. Now you should be testing more and more and more and more, because this first guess you had, I guarantee, is not going to be the best thing you could possibly test. Let's say you spent $5,000 and your conversion rate is 3%. Cool, your conversion rate is 3%, all good. However, now you found this special new thing. Now you have a 4% conversion rate, and every single dollar you spend from now on is going to be sent to a page which now has a 4% conversion rate. That's a huge difference. Everything is going to be so much better now. The same thing goes for average order value. If on average people are buying for $30 versus for $35, every single sale is going to be more profitable on average. So it means that you need to split test way more now, and every single day you're not split testing, you're leaving money on the table. If you're still at the point where your average order value is at 30 and not 35, this means on every single sale, you're losing out $5. And this is also how you need to think about it. Every single sale I'm making on an unoptimized store is losing me that delta in between my average order value right now and the optimized average order value, between my conversion rate and the optimized conversion rate, between my interests and the top interest, between my ads and the top ads, between my offer and the top offer. So there's a lot of different things which you need to split test. And lastly, one of the biggest topics is you getting blocked, because there's so many different things which actually can get blocked. Your page, your ad account, your business manager, your personal account, so many different variables which actually can get blocked, and you need to be preventing that. I actually have a separate video talking about exactly that, and you need to check it out. If you don't implement the things I'm talking about in there, everything is pointless. If you get blocked, it doesn't matter if you optimize everything, you're blocked, doesn't matter. So no trick in the world is going to help you if you're constantly going to be disabled by Facebook. So again, definitely check out this video. Also, if you have a running store and either something didn't work out or it actually did, but you're not able to scale it to the numbers you want to get to, you can DM me on Instagram and just send me your store. I'm going to look over it and tell you what I would do different. I'm personally going to look over your store. I'm going to tell you what I would do different if I will be you, what is left to optimize, and if I can actually help you. And this is something you need to capitalize on, because in the end of the day, there's so many variables which could be the issue. If you have a product which is not working, you have no idea why it's not working. It could be the product page, the offer, the ads, the average order value, the product itself, the Facebook strategy. Maybe you have an amazing product, but it's just only good for TikTok and not for Facebook. So there's a lot of different things which you could do wrong, but you have no idea what it is. And this is exactly the reason why we have our program. It's just gonna be me looking over the things you do and telling me, okay, this is your mistake, fix this and only this, nothing else is wrong, only this, do this, now do this, now do this, now do this. And I'm just gonna walk you through the entire process of building a profitable store and scaling it. So if you're interested in that, you can click the link below, sign up for a call with me personally. We're gonna find out if everything is a good fit. We're gonna start it if yes, and we're not gonna get started if no. So basically talk to you there.